Pastor Weston here with Grace Point Community Church. And I want to know, has anyone ever asked you how you were doing and then not even waited for your response? Or worse yet, have you ever asked somebody without thinking, without really caring how they were? It's a common enough greeting, and it's meant to convey that we're interested in someone else's well-being. But a lot of times we use the phrase flippantly, without really meaning the full weight of those words. How are you doing? Last night my family celebrated Passover, and just as the Israelites remembered the freedom that God had led them into, we looked back on the new symbolism and the new freedom that Jesus led us into. He brought that symbolism to the Passover Seder with his disciples at the Last Supper. They shared that meal as family, and he washed their feet as a servant. He offered the bread and the cup to help them to understand his role, or his coming role, as the perfect Passover lamb. And so the disciples, I don't think they would have had any room for doubt that he was sincere when he used a very common Jewish goodbye to say farewell. In John 14:27 through 28, Jesus tells his disciples, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you, not as the world gives. I give to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not let them be afraid. You have heard that I said to you, I am going away, and I am coming to you. If you loved me, you would have rejoiced that I am going to the Father, because the Father is greater than I am." Jesus says goodbye in such a way as to prepare his disciples for a very difficult immediate future. You see, Jesus wants to help those men and women who have become like family to him. He wants to help them deal with his coming death. And this isn't going to be just any death. It's crucifixion. It's a death that's designed to humiliate and dehumanize a criminal. And even now, Jesus' focus is not on his own death, but on the plan that God has for peace. Don't be afraid, because God has a plan for you beyond this crisis. This too shall pass. This Sunday at 2 p.m. we're going to be kicking off a new sermon series called Plan for Peace. And I want to invite you to join us. We're going to be looking at this verse in particular, and I really want us all to understand the plan that God has for our peace through a relationship with Jesus Christ. So how are you doing? There's a lot of talk right now about finding a new normal. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You have an opportunity here to connect with a group of people that will love you. And together in Jesus, we can make sure that the new normal, for you and for me, that it's a good normal. Today I also want to encourage us, as we seek peace with Jesus together, let's share that sincere love that Jesus has shared with us through communion. When you greet someone, 2 meters away of course, or maybe use a text message or a video call, you might start off with, "Hi, how are you?" And say it like you mean it. Say it in such a way that your sincerity is beyond doubt. And when someone else asks, and I mean really asks, "How are you doing?" take time to answer honestly. We're all in this together, and together we are stronger. Thank you so much, and God bless.